Hello, people. Cheers. Ooh, I've been liking my espressos more recently, more than my big jugs of coffee. Anyway, we are 5 days out. You know what that means. First of all, we're going to be trying to do daily vlogs every single day on peak week. Second of all, today is fat loading. Now, you most likely see a lot of refeeds everywhere on YouTube of people eating stupid amounts of carbohydrates in order to fill their glycogen stores up. The same way we want to fill our glycogen stores up before a competition, we also want to fill up our fat stores, which is something called your intramuscular triglycerides. Now, to do this, we do a fat load day. So today I am eating 100 grams of fat, which compared to yesterday, which was 20, is a lot more. We're actually on a double rest day, yesterday and today. So there's actually not going to be any training in this video. But I thought I'd give you guys an insight into what a day of fat loading looks like. I know you've already seen it before with the last comp, but we're going to try and approach things a little bit more different this time. Food volume is still going to be quite low, but doesn't mean it's not going to be better than last day. But at least we are pushing past the 1,000 calorie mark. We'll take that. If you saw my last video, there's been days this week where we have gone sub 1,000 calories, which is pretty rough, but we did it. Adversity and all that, you know what I mean. First meal of the day, people. Fat loading has begun. We have got my frozen fruit with whey meal, the goat, with 30 grams of peanut butter drizzler. We actually did 15 of the chocolate one and 15 of the peanut butter super smooth one. And then we have 20 grams of 100% cocoa dark chocolate. As you can see, I already couldn't hold myself back. So roughly each meal, 25 grams of fat. I've got 100 grams of fat to play with. So 25 in each meal should be fine. But look at that, got peanut butter on that bad boy. Starter prep, I actually wasn't a big fan of peanut butter, but I really am now. These drizzlers are the go because you can really spread them out across whatever you're eating. Oh my God, I look like a shriveled raisin. Nice. So I'm gonna devour this. Again, bon appetit, people. That is good. Now, a few people ask me as well how I make my frozen fruit meal. It's very simple. You want to stick in a blender cup your desired amount of whey, 2 big ice cubes, water or no sugar almond milk. Blend it up so it's nice and thick. Pour half of it in, then put half your fruit in, then pour the other half of it in, and then layer with your other half of fruit. And then basically what's going to happen is the frozen fruit is going to freeze all the way around it. So it's like a dessert. You saw me doing it then. See, the weird thing about fat loading is even though, yes, you are technically refeeding on a macronutrient, for some reason you feel dead sleepy and dead tired, obviously I'm still on trace carbs today. So like my cognitive is not there, but I feel like I've just devoured a Christmas dinner. Like, you know, post-Christmas dinner, I've spoken about it on here before. I feel like that, but I don't have the carbs to back it up. But we're getting steps ticked off. Just went for another little walk, 5K in the bag. You know the drill. Get it done nice and early in the day. Make your evening nice and relaxed. Before we go into meal number 2, I just want to give a massive shout out. If you know me well, personally, whatever, you know I'm a big fan of a good podcast. My absolute boyos, Ben and Jack, and also Dan, who I don't know as well, but seems like a G, have just released a good old podcast called The Balancing Act Podcast. Now, if I can remember, I will link it down below, but I've just watched the first episode, and it's a really good insight into bodybuilding. But Not even bodybuilding, talking about how to balance a life of bodybuilding and also enjoying life. Life is worth living. Yes, I know I'm currently preaching this from a standpoint of a very rigid routine life, but I know that this is finite. But I wanted you guys to go watch it because it's a bloody good podcast. Bloody good. And I bet there's going to be more to come. Meal number 2 is going to be 250 grams of salmon fillet with 100 grams of tender stem broccoli with some Forelli Casa hot sauce. So go to the hot sauce, go to better than Frank's Buffalo. Now I do have to say, I do love a good bit of salmon. That's good. Proper quality meat. It is very delicate, which is weird. Not as rough as chicken, but I do love a good bit of salmon on a bagel, which is sad because currently today we're on trace carbs, but we express gratitude over here at the YouTube channel. So, bon appetit. I hope you're having yourself a lovely Monday. Get yourself some salmon in your life. Fat is healthy. Now, we're gonna try something. I can't promise this is going to be meal 3. However, it could be. Going to be trying to make a protein mug cake, which is basically just protein powder with a bit of baking powder in it, which is meant to then inflate like a mousse, in which will then allow me to stick horrendous amounts of peanut butter and dark chocolate in, because that's what I'm consuming today. Now, apparently if I stick this in the microwave for a minute, it's meant to inflate like one of those protein mousses from Aldi. And now we wait. Now that is pretty cool. So I'm gonna chuck some dark chocolate and some peanut butter on that and eat that. Doesn't look too heavy. 45 grams of protein. Bob's your uncle. Bob's your uncle.
Unscented clouds of air. We watch the town.
This almost feels like I'm eating my post-comp cheat meal, pre-comp. That just looks outrageous. Go on, let's have a bit then. That is so dry. Oh my god. I'm gonna need some water for this. We're only on 5 litres of water today though, so I'm about to have a dry ass mouth. Now I have just put my last meal into my MyFitnessPal, which actually is in there and it has just been prepped, but I'm not going to show you guys until I'm going to eat it because it needs a bit of prep. But I realised I was a little bit under for fats and I was a little bit under for protein, so simply we have just done the same again. Protein mug cake. We have stuck a bit of dark chocolate, half a scoop of protein in a mug. And mate, these are brilliant. These are nice little chocolate fixes. Obviously, if you would like your chocolate fix, use code Drew at checkout for a discount at Full Bore Sports. Double chocolate Perform Whey is the GOAT. But yeah, little protein mug cake, look at that. Big bosh, I like that. It's good. You guys can chill out now. I know you're all itching at your seats, waiting to know what Drew's final meal of the day is. It's 7 o'clock. It's going in, gives my food plenty of time to digest overnight, so we've got no undigested food in the tummy, but when we wake up, also means I can get cracking on with editing this YouTube video. Let's see what it is. So here we have got 250 grams of zero fat Greek yogurts, no sugar, trace carbs today, even though trace carbs means whatever comes with the meal. Regardless, that, some frozen raspberries, and some peanut butter, as always. Now that actually looks pretty delightful, I have to say. I can't describe how sleepy I am though. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight, sleep like a baby. I think it's because, again, I'm used to 20 grams of fat, so probably all the blood is being sent to my digestive organs because I've currently got about 100 grams of fat in my system. Well, at least after this. But yeah, we're gonna enjoy this little ice cream, peanut butter, raspberry, whatever it is. I don't know. We're gonna do a little bit of a live taste test on here. I'm telling you, before you eat your Greek yogurt with your protein, stick it in the freezer for an hour. It makes it just like ice cream. It is gorgeous. That goes to focus. Another tea, people. That is delightful. That is delightful. Now that is fat loading done for the day. 100 grams of fat in the system. Intramuscular triglycerides, nice and saturated. Now it is 7:20. The question is, can I get this video up tonight or most likely tomorrow? Because then it gives me time to almost have a domino effect in terms of video this week, but you'll find out. Tomorrow is the first day of carb loading and it's not going to be a light one. Most I have ever done on a carb refeed is 600 grams. Now some say we could be pushing into the 700s tomorrow. We will see. We will see what the look is like when we wake up. That's how we kind of do things around here 5 days out. But yeah, plenty of time for this to digest now. We're gonna sit down, chill out, watch a movie. Step's already done for the day, you know. I can sit down in a flow state and edit this video. What a weird day fat loading is. It will always be a weird day eating so much peanut butter and dark chocolate. Making sure foods are nice and low volume today, so midsection keeps nice and tight. But regardless, I will see you guys tomorrow. Like, subscribe, comment for the prep series. We've still got a few more weeks to go till the end of the season. Use code Drew at checkout for a discount at Full Bore Sports if you want any of the perform ways you have seen in this video. Subscribe, like, comment. If you made it this far, comment. Do you prefer peanut butter or dark chocolate? Peace.